I am Madam Mayhem. And basically, the music itself is hard rock with harmonies, vocals. I'm a vocalist first and foremost, songwriter, and musician. I mean, high energy. It's really just one of those straightforward hard rock bands, and me as Madam Mayhem, as the front woman, as the songwriter, I try to make music that people can relate to and get all of my own frustrations and things out as much as possible. Hard rock that people tend to really be able to relate to.
It definitely does seem relatable. From the first time I heard it, it definitely draws you in. And it's very diverse too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I heard one song, I'm like, okay, I see where she's going with this, and then the next song is different. But they all kind of work together. It's really cool for sure.
Thank you. Yeah, we definitely try not to do the same song over and over and over again, and try to, give some contrast to each one.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. As far as the band goes, and I see you've actually played with a ton of great musicians. Traveled, played all over. How's that usually work out? Do you when you go out and tour, do you have a set band? Do you have different musicians that come in?
Yeah, I've been really fortunate to have worked with some incredible musicians. And as I'm sure you know how the music industry works nowadays, everyone is usually in multiple bands and different projects and things. So usually the people that I record with aren't always able to be on the road with me. But I have an incredible touring band who I love dearly, who are really able to bring the songs that I've recorded to life on stage to a level that I could never have imagined. And it's just so incredible. So, we kind of play with it a bit. It's like a mix. It's more like a puzzle, like the fans who've seen us live before, they recognize the band that's on that stage. And then sometimes they'll come into the studio and record as well, or sometimes they'll have some really great guest artists. Like on this last album, I co-wrote all the songs with Corey Lowry and Clint Lowry from Seven Dust, and then we have, they're not always on the road with me. They're not on the road with me, so then I have this amazing, I have Billy Gray from Fozzy, and I have Gogi Rantawa as well on guitar, and they're able to bring that to life. And then my touring bassist is Percy Tryanov, who can bring all of, whether it's the record I did with Billy Sheehan or the record with Corey, he brings all those bass parts to life. And then actually our drummer, Ryan Bennett, did the majority of the drums on this latest record, Ready for Me. So that is like one constant person. But it's cool to be able to collaborate with multiple people and musicians. I always like to change it up.
Yeah, it must keep it fresh, I imagine.
Exactly.
Speaking of the new album,
it came out a few months ago, and we were able to support it with a small, short, it was more like Southeast U.S. tour, and then we went out to Europe and the U.K. with Fozzy and opened up for them right before the holidays to help promote that album. So that came out like right before the holidays, and then now it's holiday time.
Right. I notice a lot of bands when they head overseas. Does that seem to be a big push when a new album comes out?
Well, currently we're working with a label in Germany, so it helps them if we're over there. Definitely.
Sure.
And we do have a fan base over there too. This was actually our first full run overseas. So usually we do hit the U.S. market more, but there are a lot of rock fans all over the world, which is really exciting. And, there tend to be a whole lot of them overseas. So people and bands definitely try to go over there as well as in touring throughout the U.S. just to be able to reach as many fans as possible.
Right. The shows do look like they're great over there, for sure.
They're fun, for sure.
The new album, where would, if someone was going to pick that up, where would they pick that up?
Definitely check out all of the available retailers, online downloads if you go to madammayhem.com, that's Madam with an E at the end, we have a link where you can download, whether it'll bring you to iTunes or Amazon. You can order a physical copy there. There's a bunch of different sites, so it's very easy to find it, but there's a central location on our website on the music tab at madammayhem.com where you can find all of the links that you need in order to download the new album.
Very cool. As far now, obviously you're vocalist first. Do you play any other instruments on the albums as well?
Yes, since I was also a co-writer on the album, I write all of my songs from real experiences, real frustrations, real everything. This album specifically is super personal to me. So besides just the lyrics, the melodies, I'm also a pianist and a guitarist. And then when I'm on stage, I tend to be a showwoman and singer first and foremost.
What kind of influence did you have growing up musically?
Well, my baby music was actually grunge. My mom got sick of listening to all of like the Baby tapes and the Elmo tapes and Sesame Street, and so she started listening to the radio and listening to things that she liked. And so my baby music was Nirvana and Alice in Chains and Soundgarden. And then as I got older, I started to explore all different genres. I have a very eclectic taste in music. And I was actually studying musical theater and opera growing up, and I was a Broadway kid and all that fun stuff. But I started to get into the nu metal scene, Korn, Disturbed, all of that. And then my taste got heavier and heavier when I had the opportunity to listen back to more of the classic rock situation and metal and, you know, Judas Priest, Alice Cooper, Ozzy Osbourne, so all that. So just as I got older, my taste got heavier and heavier.
No kidding. Yeah, you definitely, in your music, there's definitely a lot of elements in it for sure. It seems like that's kind of great now about music, where you don't have to be pinned down to one genre, where you can kind of do what you do, and people don't really seem to get upset about that anymore.
Right, exactly.
There's a lot of great music in New York, a lot of diverse music, but there's definitely a New York, I guess, type of music, a New York scene. Do you feel that that's always kind of at the core of what you do? You don't even really try to stick with that. You just want to do totally your own thing.
We definitely don't try to do that, and I definitely don't even think about it. But I think because I'm from there, I think it just kind of happens, whether it's, you know, the aggression of the music, or it's wording, or just the sound, some of the, you know, intensity of it. It just kind of comes out through it. We're definitely not like a Cali rock band.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, so I think it comes out, but by accident. Definitely we don't think about it, but I'm sure it has to happen. I'm a full-on New Yorker, so it has to happen.
I guess that's the best way, when it's just natural like that. When you're on the road, do you ever write songs while you're out on the road, or do you wait till you get back to the back home and in the studio for that?
Oh, no, we're always writing, and I'm always writing. I could be anywhere, and an idea will pop into my head, whether it's a musical riff or whether it's a lyric idea or melody, anything. And I always need to either have my phone, the recorder ready, notepad open, or just like pen and paper. I'm just always writing. And then on the road, actually, with my touring band, we actually sometimes come up with ideas and start writing on the road as well. So always writing, always working on new music. There's definitely no scheduled time for it. It just kind of happens. And then when it comes time to try to put an album together, then obviously it's more focused. But always writing, definitely.
Sure. And it could be lyrics, it could be a melody, whatever it is. It's just something comes into your head and
everything,
you just go with
it can be like, I actually came up with what I think was a really cool like rhythm idea a few days ago, and I was like trying to just like get it out. I was just like tapping. I was just trying to get it out. So it really could be anything.
It's great nowadays because you, like you said, you just have your phone. You could just get an idea down quick and not forget about it. So what's going on for 2018? The year just started, but what are the big plans for Madame Mayhem?
Yeah, well, we're currently finalizing upcoming dates for 2018, so everyone can keep an eye out on that on the website as well, which is madamemayhem.com. This month is going to be pretty exciting. I myself am going to be a member of the Stowaways on Shiprock this year, again for the second time. I've been invited back, which I'm really excited about because it was so much fun last year, and I get to jam with a bunch of different all-star musicians from all these great bands, and a lot of them are friends, so it's going to be really fun. And then the whole band and I go over to the NAMM show in California in January, and then from there, by the end of that, we should have a more concrete view of what the upcoming shows and touring will be in the U.S. and abroad. So everyone should definitely just keep up with all the mayhem on social media and on the website, and we'll have announcements really soon. And we are even going to be releasing a brand new music video in the next few weeks. So keep an eye out for that too.
Sounds good. Well, we will definitely do that, and we appreciate you talking with us today.
Of course. Thanks so much for having me.